What do I recommend for someone who wants to make their own soda bar? Okay, I'll give you the basics on what you need to get if you want to get started. P.S. TikTok for some reason decided that Black Knight from Deltarune should be the backing to this. I didn't put it on because you wouldn't be able to hear me, but weird and awesome. The first thing you're going to have to decide is whether you want a carbonator or whether you're lazy. I am both. If you want a carbonator, I recommend the DrinkMate, mostly because it has the removable fizzy head, so you could just chuck it in the wash. I'll put a link to it down, in the video. If you do buy it off of my link, because it makes me money. If you're going to go to lazy route, then this is what you need. Seltzer. Just plain seltzer. From wherever you'd get it. This is from ShopRite. The only thing the carbonator does is make carbonated water. If you're okay with the level of carbonation that you just get from a grocery store, then you really don't need it. But if you get a CO2 adapter, then you could get like CO2 canisters from sporting goods stores, and that goes a long way, and it saves you a lot of money. I used to have one, I lost it in a move, I need to get it again. The next thing you need, red Solo cups. You know why. After that, you need some base flavors. This is basically what you're building your drink off of. My base flavors are Conch and Spurt. You could buy these syrups sugar-free or sugar-full through Amazon, through direct from manufacturer. There's tons of places you can get them. If you're a psycho like me, they're gonna come in these huge bag-in-box things. And to get the syrup out of that bag-in-box, you need this little adapter. If I had room to set up the boxes, I would just get that syrup directly from the boxes, but I don't. So I got these little 2 for $5 they're supposed to be used for laundry detergent, but they're clean, so you could just use them for syrup. The ice maker is optional. I got it on a sale. It's useful, but make ice in your freezer. The rough formula for any drink is about 5 parts carbonated water to 1 part syrup. The reason I like Solo cups in general is that there actually is a little fifth mark divider at the bottom. So you could just fill it up to that and you'd know what you have to do. Then you need your syrups. Syrups come in 3 basic varieties that I categorize as fruity, nutty, or standalone mixes. An example of a fruity syrup is cherry. Everybody likes cherry Coke. But you could also get wild. I really like candy apple. Big fan of mango Sprite. I do suggest when you're doing this to start kinda simple. If you've never had a durian before, don't get a durian syrup. Lemon's basic, lime's basic, orange is basic, grape is basic. Anything that you'd find on a soda aisle, that's a good place to start. And then start branching out once you get comfortable mixing things. For nutty syrups, basically I include anything that would taste good with coffee, including coffee syrup itself. They're not all nuts, but we have hazelnut, we have caramel, we have amaretto, and of course basic stuff like vanilla. If you want a cream soda, it's just vanilla syrup. If you like the taste of cola, you can get a little wild here, because it's really hard to fuck up cola. Like maple bourbon pecan cola, kinda fucks. I'm also a fan of pistachio and Coke. Pistachio. Now, all these things that I said before, you're probably going to mix them into a base. I have my Coke and Sprite bases. The third type of syrup is just something that stands on its own. Want a black cherry soda? Use black cherry syrup. Want a mojito? Use mojito syrup. Want to reaffirm your pansexuality? I know I do. And after that, it's really just a matter of space. I had this it's supposed to be a shoe cart from my last house, but it works great for these purposes. And these little tiered syrup racks were $10 off Amazon. But you could keep your syrups on your counter. No one's gonna judge you. And that is basically it. If you want to get into soda jerking, if you want to be up in your soda, straight up jerking it, I suggest doing a trial run. I really swear by Jordan's skinny mixes. They're $5 a bottle, and they're no calories, no sugar, and they taste great. They have some basic things like a cola syrup and an orange soda syrup and stuff like that. Root beer, if you're interested. Get 1 or 2 of those online, either from Amazon or, honestly, I order it direct from manufacturer. Their shop is actually really great and sells it a little bit cheaper. Get a couple of those syrups and get a couple bottles of seltzer and see if mixing interesting sodas for you and your guests brings you joy. And if it does, then invest in the bigger thing. Other things that are totally optional, extra carbonation bottles, you could get those off of Amazon. Empty syrup bottles, if you're into making your own syrups, which I am. Pump lids, if you want to be all fancy about it. I used to swear by these, but everybody would always ask me how many pumps, and I wanted to stop having to answer that question. Then on top of that, you could get life hacks. For example, don't get enough vitamins in a day? Get liquid vitamins, make a soda out of it. Don't get enough fiber? Get fiber powder, make a soda out of it. Want to turn anything you drink into an energy drink? Get some guarana powder, make a soda out of it. Or just, choose your favorite energy drink and carbonate it. Want to do substances that are absolutely legal in your state but not necessarily other states? Put a couple drops in your soda. Put alcohol in your soda. Or if you want to avoid drinking, put alcohol extracts. This is a gin extract. You could also use powdered mixes instead of syrup mixes. In fact, some things like A&W Root Beer, which is the brand I like, are more available in powder than they are syrup. And if you're the type of person who likes LaCroix, you're weird, but they have these little seltzer drops that let your carbonated water feel like it may have one day been the vicinity of a fruit. And then on top of the solo cups, get yourself something cool to drink it in on your own time. But note that most of what I've been talking about has been completely optional. The only thing you need to start is seltzer water, a base syrup, and a mixing syrup. Again, I like Jordan's skinny syrups, but I also like Torani, I like Ceruvia, I like Monin, I like Da Vinci. All good brands, it's just a matter of taste. Then all you do when you're being creative is, mix up the ratios. Add a little bit of candy apple to Coke. See how it tastes. I like it. Sour watermelon lemonade or blue raspberry lemonade, I really fucks with those. Good luck on your soda journey, and let me know if you have any other questions.